Hey everyone, welcome. If you're looking for a gorgeous, factual explainer of today's HastingsNow.com update that our local residents will absolutely love to watch, well, you are in exactly the right place. It's Sunday, May 31st, 2026. If you're waking up in Hastings right now, maybe pouring that first cup of coffee and wondering exactly how to map out your day, we are going to break down everything you need to know for a fantastic Sunday. We've got the exact weather patterns heading our way, plus some truly fascinating local and global history tied to this specific date. So get comfortable and let's get into it.
A day for a walk by the river, or a slow lap through downtown. You know, that phrase just perfectly captures the whole vibe today. We're looking at a mostly cloudy Sunday here in Hastings, but honestly, it's the kind of day that is still incredibly inviting. It's absolutely perfect for a slow, relaxing lap through downtown, or a quick stop at your favorite coffee shop before the sky decides to change its mind. You might want to keep the umbrella nearby, but there is absolutely no reason to cancel your whole day just yet.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Today's weather outlook for Hastings, Minnesota.
So, we're looking at a wonderfully mild high of 78 degrees today. We are starting off a little gray, but very mild, and we can expect a low dipping to around 58 degrees. To go right along with those comfortable temps, we'll have this gentle southeast breeze blowing at about 5 to 10 miles per hour all through the day, eventually settling down to around 5 miles per hour tonight. Really, it's just a fantastic, comfortable baseline for a late spring weekend.
And this brilliantly illustrates a really interesting nuance in today's forecast. We only have a 20% chance of showers before 3 p.m. So while the skies are going to be mostly cloudy holding through much of the day, your best window for a quick shower is actually before mid-afternoon. There's also this tiny slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms right in that 3 to 4 p.m. window, but it's really minimal. The daylight hours are looking overwhelmingly dry, just kind of overcast.
Now, heading into the evening, the precipitation chance does tick up to 40%. But hey, don't let that ruin your evening plans. That 40% chance is primarily concentrated late tonight, specifically between midnight and 5 a.m. So, unless you are planning a massive late-night outdoor get-together, that rain is probably just going to be tapping against your window while you sleep.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we translate the data into action. Section 2, your Sunday playbook.
Your absolute best bet today is to start with light layers. It might feel a bit cool this morning, but trust me, short sleeves are going to feel perfectly fine later on as we hit that 78-degree high. Definitely bring an umbrella if you're heading out and about after lunch, just to play it safe during that slight afternoon thunderstorm window. Your outdoor plans? Still totally reasonable. Just keep them a tiny bit flexible. And if you have patio plans for brunch or an early dinner, go for it. It is totally worth a try. Just, maybe pick a spot that has a backup indoor seat nearby, just in case.
Right, before we pivot over to our historical trivia, I have to ask, what is the official Hastings weather joke of the day? Because let's be real, living with unpredictable spring weather means we absolutely have to keep a sense of humor about it.
And here it is. Today's forecast is mostly cloudy with a slight chance of... Wait, did I leave the umbrella in the car by the time you reach Levy Park? I mean, we have all been exactly there, right? You park the car, you start your nice walk down by the water, you feel a single drop of rain, and boom, suddenly you're doing the mental math on how fast you can sprint back. So let this be your friendly neighborly reminder to actually take the umbrella out of the cup holder before you start walking.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 3, the Sunday time capsule, on this date, May 31st.
So today's date is actually shared by 3 distinct, totally monumental events in history. We are going to travel from a major legislative milestone way back in 1790 to a birth in 1819 that deeply impacted our home state of Minnesota, and then all the way across the Atlantic to an iconic moment in 1859. It's like a giant puzzle of history all falling on the exact same day. Starting off in 1790, literally on this day, May 31st, George Washington signed the very first federal U.S. Copyright Act. The U.S. Copyright Office notes that this original act specifically protected books, maps, and charts. And honestly, it's an incredibly fitting little nod for anyone right here in Hastings who writes, photographs, publishes, or tells our local stories. Every single time you create something today, you are directly benefiting from a law signed on this exact day over 2 centuries ago. How cool is that?
Jumping ahead to 1819, we find a massive Minnesota connection. On May 31st, William Worrell Mayo was born. Now, according to Minopedia, Mayo was actually born near Manchester, England, but he later moved right here to Minnesota and famously helped launch the family medical practice down in Rochester. That practice, as we all know, eventually became the world-renowned Mayo Clinic.
It's just wild to think that one of the foundational figures of global medicine, literally from our own backyard, shares his birthday with today. Finally, let's cross the pond to 1859. According to the UK Parliament, May 31st was the day the Great Clock at Elizabeth Tower, which, we all affectionately call Big Ben, officially started ticking. What's super fascinating here is that while the mechanics came to life and the hands finally started moving today, the famous bell's strikes weren't actually heard until later that summer. It's a great little reminder that even the most famous mechanisms take a little bit of time to find their voice.
So, the crucial point is, we need to wrap this all up. Section 4. Stay safe and connected.
Please remember, you guys, spring weather can change in the blink of an eye. While we've provided all the data from the National Weather Service's early morning forecast, official local alerts are absolutely the primary source you should trust for any sudden, urgent updates. Keep your eyes on the sky and keep your phone handy, just in case those afternoon clouds decide to, overachieve. And that officially wraps up our explainer for today. If this helped you map out your Sunday, do us a favor and share it with a neighbor. Or make sure you subscribe to Hastings Now, so you literally never miss an update. Whether you're grabbing a coffee downtown, remembering to grab that umbrella before Levy Park, or just sitting back and reflecting on the history of the Mayo Clinic or Big Ben, the real question is, how will you make your mark on this May 31st? Have an absolutely wonderful Sunday, Hastings.